Hello, my name is Christopher Gonzalez, and today we are going over AI agents. So, I am going to talk about two types of tools. On the next slide, I will go over them with you. This is how I created an AI agent through PyCharm, and I will go over the steps, a few steps that I can with the limited time that I have. And let's go ahead and let's see what I did. So here we're going to talk about the first piece of code. The sources I used was Code Basics, Hugging Face, and Grok Cloud. Grok Cloud I was able to create an API key and gave me a secret key, and from there I was able to use it to create the agent. So um, before created my code, I was looking at Code Basics, and he only gave you some basics and a tutorial of how to create an AI agent. And so from there, I gathered some other sources, and I just put one and two together, and I created this small and basic API that is able to convert temperature and get the current time around the world. So first, what I did is I pip installed um, some of the things, which is Grok, Python time zones, Phi data, and dot environment. The dot environment is because I'm using a file, a dot env file, where I'm able to store where I was able to store my Grok API key and also an OpenAI key API key, which is OpenAI key is better used than Grok API key. So here, here I am importing on the left hand side on the top. I imported some agent class, a Grok model, loading environment, and right here we also got a custom function to get current time in a specific time zone. Also another custom function to convert temperature into units. And now we see the agent equals agent um, function, which initializes the AI agent with a specific AI model, identify its unique ID. Okay, so here we're starting the interactive loop to chat with the AI, which is the print chat with your AI. I almost forgot that I am using under agent. I'm using a model which is Grok, and I'm using the AI that I'm using, the agent is called Llama 3.3 70B Versatile. It's one of the latest ones. So I started using that. Okay. So here are one of the two tools that I was able to integrate into the code, which is the convert and time. Okay. Which is convert is checking for temperature conversions that the user requests. Okay. It extracts the temperature value, the source unit, and the target unit, and performs temperature conversion and format the response to display only the result. Okay, uh, and then the next one is the time queries. Okay, this is time zones. Okay, ensures the time zone is specific in the input where it says time. Okay, else if. Okay, so if you're able to put what is the time in New York, but you need it in a specific way. So it's what is the time in America, New York? Okay, it needs to be specific. Okay, so and then we got if the input doesn't fit specific cases, sends it to the AI model for processing, which is if there's an error, it will give you an error. If there's a response, it'll give you the response. So here, this is one of the tools we use for simple Grok agent for the AI. This converts temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius or Celsius to Fahrenheit and Kelvin to Celsius and so on. So uh, here it converts a temperature value from one unit to another. We saw a couple of arguments here that the value float, which is the temperature value to convert, and then from unit string, the original unit of the temperature, which is the uppercase letters, which is C for Celsius, F for Fahrenheit, or K for Kelvin, okay, and to unit, okay, to underscore unit, which is another string. This is the target unit for temperature, okay, and it returns a string describing the result of the conversion or an error message. Okay, so let's skip ahead to the try block. Okay, so here it converts from the input unit to Celsius as an intermediate step. Okay, which grabs the Celsius value. If already in Celsius, well, of course, you don't need a conversion needed. Um, and here, which is the Celsius, this is where if it's Fahrenheit, okay, this is the formula. Celsius equals value, okay, whatever value input, minus 32 times 5 divided by 9. Okay, that's the formula. And so the same thing with Kelvin. So Celsius the value minus the 273 with 15. If you type in another type of letter, it will give you an error. It returns an error. And so on from the bottom. This is convert from Celsius to target unit. If converting to Celsius, no further conversion needed, which is for the first one. Uh, go trying to go on fast here. I'm on a time limit. So if it's on Fahrenheit, tells you Celsius times 9 divided by 5 plus 32. If you want Fahrenheit converted to Celsius, and so on like that. Okay. Here, the last one, it's called get current time and time zone. Okay. So here we imported datetime from datetime, and we also imported the Python time zone, okay, which is PYTZ. It's a model for handling time zone conversions. Here is the get current time and time zone. Time zone string retrieves the current time in a specific time zone. Okay. One of the arguments is a time zone string, the time zone identifier, which is like America slash New York, um, returns a string representing the current time in a specific time zone or an error message. Now here we have under try, we created a time zone, which is a Python time zone. Okay, creates a time zone object using the Python time zone library. This will raise an error if the time zone is unknown. Okay, you type an unknown place, it's not gonna give it to you. Okay, get the current time in a specific time zone and format it as a string. Here I put the current time in time zone, right? Which is, let's say, America, New York is currently, which is military time. I made it into military time. So this is practically, I wish I had more time to explain the code, and I kind of ran through it really quick so I could explain to it. I am limited to a 15-minute, so I'll explain, and I ran the code on the next slide, so you'll be able to see all the functions and how it was able to run the code, and we'll go from there. So here, I was able to run the AI agent. As you can see, here it says chat with your AI, type exit if you want to stop. So I just asked it, how are you doing? Which I misspelled it, but it still was able to capture what I was trying to communicate with. So it says, I'm doing well, thanks for asking. I'm a LL model, so I don't have feelings. And here I was able to also ask it, convert 100 Fahrenheit to Celsius and it was able to give me the correct conversion, which is 37.78 Celsius. Um, Here I have to go back and fix the code, which it could also get a question mark when I type it in because people usually use a question mark when you ask it a question. So here I retyped it and it actually gave me the current time of the Los Angeles time. So this was exciting. This was kind of hectic and going back and forth trying to figure it out, what I needed to implement, um, and what kind of thing I needed to import. So thank you again. My name is Christopher Gonzalez, and my YouTube channel is Christopher Gonzalez dash 05. And thank you again for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. And hopefully we can learn together with some other stuff. Thank you.